didn't kiss it.
Hey, how the devil are you? Why are you order? Anyway, have a look at that. What is it, you may ask? It's a CD player in a see-through frame. What the deuce? Now, I think that's pretty cool. So it's a frame you can put up on the wall, you can put it on a shelf, and you can play CDs on it. And it's battery operated by a rechargeable battery, so I'm going to plug it in. Sweet! However, there is a bit of an issue. Now, Royal Mail delivered this. And now, I'm not just blaming Royal Mail. They're probably all the same anyway, all these delivery companies. It looks like they've been playing a little bit of rugby with it because it's all broken. The glass is smashed at the top and in the middle, and the problem with that is that the CD won't sit right on the bed of it because it's broken. So what I intend to do is I'm going to try, I could, contact CoolGeek and wait another 4 weeks for another one to be delivered. But I will attempt to try and repair this as best I can. It's not going to be the nicest and tidiest of repairs, okay? But I'm going to see if I can use some epoxy resin to repair some of the broken glass so that at least I can demonstrate it and show you how it works. Anyway, let's get on with the repair. Right, so to get the CD into it, what you do is you pull this off, thus so. Okay, and then you can get to the interior of it, put your CD on. Let me get a CD and show you what I mean. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so the problem is, because that's cracked there, you can see that there's too much give in it now. It's cracked there, split. So the CD just won't sit in there. It's not going to sit on it because that's cracked there. So I'm going to try and take this off now and epoxy resin that crack and that. And hopefully that should be all right. Just to undo these at the back here. I think that's all it is. Oh, that's cracked there as well. Look at that. Bloody Royal Mail. Good. Hopefully that should come off there then. Yeah, okay. Let's see what I can do. All cracked and broken at the back there as well. You buggers. Anyway, let's get the epoxy resin out. And it ain't going to be tidy, so don't judge me, okay? Okay, so it's all kind of repaired. It's not a great job, and it's all put together. As you can see, I put some stands on the back. It comes with stands here, and you can orient it, either portrait like I've got here, or there is screw holes here and here, which you can orient it that way. However, it means the display is sideways, so I would prefer it that way. It also comes with wall brackets here. Okay, and you can attach them here or here and hang it on a wall. So that's pretty cool. Now, it comes with the battery and the battery charger. So you've got a battery charger here. So you can take it out, charge the battery up. Would it be nice to have seen the charger on board? Do you know what I mean? Like, so you wouldn't have to take the battery in and out. It was fixed in there. You could just plug in the USB in the side or the back here and it would charge the battery. That would have been cool, but as it is, you've got to take the battery out to charge it. However, I've been using this now for a couple of days now, on and off, and I've got to say that the battery status bar hasn't even moved. So I think it will last a good few hours before it gives out. So you're going to get a lot of playtime out of that. I don't know exactly, it doesn't say in the manual. So what have we got here? Let's have a look. Right, so the battery is 3.7 volt and it's a 2600 milliampere per hour. So a decent enough battery for that. What else we got? The Bluetooth is SBC. I would have liked to have seen aptX HD at least. But you know what? It doesn't sound that bad. It's pretty good. It's all right for SBC. The disc format it supports is CD, CD recordable, CD rewritable, MP3 and WMA. So that's the format you're stuck with. So MP3 would be a good prospect because you could put quite a few songs on a CD, even at 320 kilobits per second, shove it in there and you've got loads of tracks on there and you can keep the CD in there. It's up to you. I do think though that it's nice to keep, maybe if you've got a nice picture CD, you can slap it in there and it looks quite ornamental. I think it looks pretty cool. Like I said, this is Perspex, MDF wood surround. It seems pretty well made, or not well made enough to stop a delivery driver kicking it around, but seems pretty well made. And yeah, it's cool. It's all right. This slides up here. That slides off, so you can put the CD in, you can slide that back down, leave the CD in there. Let's take that off a sec. Put that there. So, oh, it comes with a little screwdriver as well. Look at that, dinky little screwdriver. It's good for pointing at stuff. I tell you what, let's bring you in a bit closer so you can see what I'm on about. Hoi! There you go. Ignore my terrible gluing here. All right. So there's you got your power button there, your display, and your pair button for your Bluetooth. Display, let me just turn it on so you can see it. I'm going to pause that a sec. Oh, we've lost one bar status bar. Oh, it's gone back up. Now, when it's a little bit noisy, but once it's playing, it's fine. Now, it might be a little bit noisy because it's been bashed about. I don't know. Let's pause that. So your display here, you've got your status bar there, you've got your time and your track number. There you can see the flat light flashing there as well to connect to Bluetooth. And at the top here, it tells me it's quite small. You've got to really get in there. So I can either have it on the remote here. You've got AB, which is, you can swap it around. So it'll play and repeat once, or play and repeat and repeat and repeat, or you can just have it off altogether. Now, talking about the remote, it's a bit, you know, I mean, it's functional. It does what it does. It's got your play pause. Obviously, it doesn't eject. It just stops the CD playing. You got your standby, volume, skip track, forward track, pair button, and obviously your repeat button there. Now, it is functional, but I would have liked to have seen a bit of a more substantial remote than that. I mean, if you look at other companies like Fozzy, AIMA, Duke, I mean, they stopped using these type of remotes years ago. So I would have liked to have seen a bit of a more substantial remote, but there we go. So where was I? Oh yeah, and here then we have the 3.5mm auxiliary out. Right, now there's a little bit of an issue, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, let's stop it altogether. See, it says it's open, but obviously it's not opening. Right. So there's your standard 3.5mm jack here. There we are. Okay. Now, watch this. Right. How do I get it in there? How do I? It won't fit. It doesn't fit. What's going on? It won't go in there. So what you have to do, it's handy that you've got a 3.5mm out. Oh, hang on a minute. I just had a parcel delivery. Sorry about that. Right, where was I? Okay, there we are. It says on there, parcel delivery. Can you see it? Where was I? So what you've got to do is you need something like that. Where are we? There. See it? There we go. So I'll focus him back in. So that will now fit in there. And there you go. But the problem is, if you want to connect that to an RCA, you're going to have to get an adapter. So you need one of these. It's a 3.5mm female to RCA, and you slap that in there, boink, and that will then plug into your amplifier, hi-fi, whatevs. You may have a 3.5mm in, it depends, but if you've got RCA, you need that. Now, I would have liked to have seen definitely digital out. For me, my preference would be not optical, but coaxial. I prefer coaxial, just an easier connection to manage. And also, what if they could have maybe put some tubes here, some glass tubing, okay? Or I don't know how they would have done it. Maybe it's not feasible. I'm not an engineer or anything, but it would have been nice to see these run through the wood and the connections be on the side here. Because another issue you've got, if I put now, I've connected it up to my hi-fi via the, I keep banging the thing. If I connect it up right there, and want to put this down, you've got the wire in the way and it doesn't sit right at the top. So that is a bit of an issue. It would have been better if they were on the side. I don't know, let me know what you think. Right, so let's try the Bluetooth out. I'll connect this up now to my Marantz Melody X via Bluetooth, so I can play it through my passive speakers. Okay, so I've connected the CoolGeek frame, CD frame, to my Marantz Melody X via Bluetooth. So let's give it a quick demo. Obviously, I can't do it too long because copyright nonsense and all that jazz. Right, let's have a look. Let's just turn it up a little bit. Boom, let's have a listen to that. Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? There we are, that's all I can do. And do you know what? It doesn't sound too bad. It's all right. For SBC, I haven't got an issue with it. Again, it would have been good if it was aptX HD. Whoa, what you order. But do you know what? It sounds all right, not bad. Now, the question is that it's just got a generic DAC in there. I'm not sure how good that DAC is. It's not a Cirrus Logic, it's not a AKM, it's not an ESS, it's just some generic DAC in there. So how does the DAC in this sound to the DAC in my Marantz Melody X? Well, there's only one thing for it, isn't there? A sound test. A sound test. A sound test. Have a listen to this. Well, what do you think of that? I thought it performed pretty good. Not bad at all. I think the onboard DAC is quite decent. In comparison, I would say the Marantz was a little bit beefier, a little bit meatier on the bottom end. But I do think that the CoolGeek, I thought the top ends were a little bit brighter, maybe slightly more of an open soundstage. There wasn't much in it. I mean, you could choose either depending on your taste, isn't it, really? So it was a close one, really close. So I think you'd be okay with the onboard DAC, which is good news. Still would like to see the coax on it though, I still would have. But the onboard DAC is pretty good. It's not bad at all. If there's one thing I would like to say to CoolGeek though, is put it in better packaging, okay? Because the couriers are awful in the West, all right? They're not good. They don't look after the packages at all. So, put it in a more substantial packaging, wrap it up a bit better, okay? So all in all, I like it. I think it's quite ornamental. I'm quite disappointed that it came broken because I would have liked to have kept this on a shelf or something on the side on wardrobe or whatever. So I'm a bit gutted that it's all smashed up, but it is what it is. Because I think it's a pretty decent device. There are some things I'd like to see changed, but all in all, it's not bad. Links will be in the description box below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, come on, fill your boots, hit that subscribe button. You know you want to secretly. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.